Good morning, everybody. Janet, JDK Counseling here. I wanted to have do a quick video on a conversation that I'm having with a lot of people, and that is about the struggle they're having with social media and watching the press conferences, the daily briefings, and all the different information sources that we have. And people are really struggling because they want to know the information, but at the same time they get really upset if when they listen to any of the media outlets that they're listening to, but then they don't want to miss it because they need to know the information. What you need to know about that is a trauma and anxiety response. Much like a child who's living in, or if you have lived in an abusive situation, or somebody in a domestic violence situation, or if you've had an abusive boss or colleague or something like that, in those situations, you want to get away if you can in any way possible. But at the same time, you're dependent on something that the abuser provides, whether it's your housing, your food, your job, whatever it is. But what happens in those situations of abuse is that the person is always on high alert, wanting to get away and protect themselves, but also having to watch and pay attention to what is happening so that they can keep themselves safe. It's kind of that same thing with social media and the constant barrage of news and updates, and misinformation and information and just all that's going on in our world. We want to know the information so we know what to do to take care of ourselves and our families and protect ourselves. And so we gravitate towards watching it, but then at the same time, we can get upset and really activated and agitated when we do. So it's this push pull of an anxiety and trauma response. And like I said last week, what we're all going through is national trauma, so don't minimize it. What's different, though, than if you're a kid or somebody who's in an abusive situation, is that here in this situation we have some power and control about how much media we consume, how much we're glued to either Facebook or Instagram or your favorite news source, whatever it is. We can make choices about that. I'd really encourage you to limit it and be intentional. Maybe morning and evening, or morning, noon, and evening. You check in with it for a limited amount of time. Don't constantly be on Facebook or any of the social media that's out there. Limit what you consume, because being constantly activated in your body doesn't help. Get away and take a walk. Release the stress and tension. Listen to music. Do something different. But know that your reaction to this is a trauma and anxiety response if you're feeling consumed by this. Take control of what power you have in this. Limit your social media. Thanks, everybody. Take good care.